Recently, I made a video on Sheikh today's making dua for the people of Palestine, and I also mentioned in that video, I made a video previously speaking about Sheikh today, saying things like protesting or speaking about Palestine or similar. That shouldn't be done in the mosque or in generally or something like that. Rather, it should be just dua. So mixed messages, but we have seen. It seems like there's almost like government policy or government telling people, using the Imams to say, don't speak about Palestine for whatever reason that I don't need to tell you about. I'm sure you're aware of those reasons. Now we have news of an Imam of Medina, Sheikh Salāh al-Budair. He made a dua recently, and people have been angry about the dua, and it's been going around on social media. And part of the dua was he prayed to God to protect the Muslim countries from revolutions and protests. This is from the Middle East Eye Instagram account. Currently, I don't think there's any revolutions and protests. We know currently in the Muslim world what protests there are. There aren't any other protests, large-scale protests besides those for Palestine. So I don't know why these type of words would be used in the dua. Protect Muslim countries from protests. What protests about Palestine? Is that what you want God to protect the Muslim countries from? Of course, I can't read his mind and I don't know what's in his heart, so I don't know what he's actually referring to. But in this day and age where protests are happening in Muslim countries for Palestine, that is not appropriate, regardless if he's referring to these protests or not. And someone who's such well known and knows that what he says is going to be recorded and millions of people are going to see it, he should be using his words better, and he shouldn't be saying things like this. When at the moment, a lot of what's good that's happening is protests, and a lot of good things that have people. There's a small amount of good things that we've allowed, or we've managed to help the Palestinians in a way is through protests. A lot of people have had to change their position, or they resigned, or they made apologies, or things like this. It's because of protests and things like this. And like I said, I don't know if he's speaking about these protests or not, but he should definitely be selecting his words more clearly. And in this time, this is what we need from him, words like this. Hopefully, he does in future be more wise in what he says in the dua. And if he's not speaking about protests for Palestine, then he should make that clear, because he knows right now that protests, majority of them, are for Palestine. So him saying this, people are going to say that he's saying that he wants people not to protest for Palestine. If it's not about Palestine protests, he needs to say that. And it seems like there's a pattern of this in Saudi. Hopefully, there's less of this. And in his words, I ask God to protect the Muslim countries from people saying things like this, like what he said and what Sheikh says previously. I ask God to protect Muslim countries, particularly Saudi, from people who don't want to speak up for Palestine and don't want to help the Palestinians and want to make their voices weaker. I pray God protects the Muslim countries from regimes, people and scholars like these who not only don't support Palestine, but they also do things to weaken them.